keyboard too. Kaywa got introduced to music production and programming after completing a sound engineering school. A neighbor who had studied music production from world-renowned Berklee Music School in the US of A asked Kaywa for help as a drummer on music production project. His neighbor then offered to teach him music production and sound engineering. Kaywa went on to learn from other mentors before traveling outside Ghana for music production and sound engineering courses. David Kojoche alias Kaywa is a man of many gifts, knowledge, and experience as a multi-instrumentalist, music producer, recording engineer, sound mixing and mastering engineer, music label executive, and an ordained pastor. He is known for versatility and adaptability to new sounds. Kaywa also loves high life and keeps reinventing his production and excelling at a high level with production for almost all the top artists in Ghana. Kaywa is a father and a mentor to many producers including Kill Beats and Streets Beats. He is highly sought after in Africa for his mixing and mastering expertise. He has produced many popular gospel songs and mixed and mastered many more including full albums. He has worked with gospel greats including Ohima Mercy, Gift Yosei, Kwesi Otin, Dinah Hamilton, Uncle Ato, Neo Kai, Harbour City Masqua, Nana Boache, Emoji, and many more. Kaywa has also received many awards and nominations. He is a 4-time Vodafone Ghana Music Award producer and engineer. To his credit, Kaywa produced Asida by Ohima Mercy, which was also written by Kaywa. He produced Favor by Ohima Mercy. Born in York by Dana Hamilton, Wasem by Dinah Hamilton. Mercy Project, that's Kwesi Otin, where he did the mastering and mixing.
But for your mercy, where would I be? Where would I be? Hey, hey.
New Wine album, Nanaya Wache, also known as MOG, he mixed and mastered. Elohim, written by Kaywa, performed by MOG.
Oh, you are God. Ancient of days, oh, reign, Lord, reign.
Fair by Gift Yourself, now Empress Gifty. He co-mixed and mastered Touching our youth album Harbour City Choir. Sweet Love by Noble and Ketia. With many hits to his credit, Kaywa continues to excel and overwhelm up-and-coming talent as well as already established acts.
Highly spiritual.
Says it's coming down today to perform a miracle for you and I. very far from the mercy, but you give him the opportunity to worship your majesty, to eternity, to the Holy Trinity. Yeah. Angels are singing, seraphim and cherubim. Hey, Okotu, Nenyami Adamana. Risuma Kutunibio, Neponi Dinda. Namakase, Ibe, Namesasido. Omaya Chua, Ibe, Namesasida. Ibe, Namesasida. Ibe, Namesasida. Host above, be quiet those below. Yeshua HaMashiach is coming down today. Sanjanin is a Senkuba for Dinachi. Within Sudinanim, unbreakable, Idinanim. Now, a woman so Akasa, a bomberani, he's saying me any munyam. Angels are singing, seraphim and cherubim. Okoto, Nenyami Adamana. Yeso Makutoni Bio, nobody dear Chiramano. Ah, Iwe, Namesasida. Also, my young son, Iwe, Namesasida. Iwe, Namesasida. Yeshua HaMashiach, Iwe, Namesasida.
So you're welcome to the Christian Entertainment TV show, and that's Kaywa, his life, where he went to school, some songs he's produced, and if you agree with me, he's been doing this for like 10-15 years. I'll get him on the line and ask him some of the questions that are coming in. And we are number 8 on Twitter now. We are trending number 8. The hashtag is behind the inspiration. We are trending number 8 on Twitter. So I'll be reading your tweets soon because I see a lot of people tweeting. So just go and just hashtag behind the inspiration on Twitter as I read your comments. And the WhatsApp line to is on your screen. So you can send your WhatsApp messages on what question you want me to ask Kaywa or anything. If you'll be inspired by Kaywa's beats or his product. And you know one of my favorite songs by MOG, Elohim. Kaywa wrote it. I mean, I was so amazed when I was doing my research and I found out. I was so happy. So I have 2 musicians who they've worked with Kaywa, and they're very, very, very close to Kaywa. You know these type of people, they like to do things with type of people. And these 2 musicians are great musicians. They've been in the industry for well over, I think, 8 or 10 years. I have the man himself, Neokai. He says something amazing about Koda, and I have the man who everywhere you see Kaywa, you see him, Kwesi Otin. These 2 musicians have some short clips they have some short clips to say about Koda as Kaywa. So this is Neokai and Kwesi Otin.
Known as Kaywa Beats. Kaywa and I go way back. Hi there, my name is Neokai. Let me tell you something about my friend Dr. Kojoche, popularly known as Kaywa Beats. Kaywa and I go way back. I mean, we talk about music in Tema. I mean, one of the names, gospel music and church music and all that is David Kojoche, Kaywa. Kaywa has been a founding member of the Harbour City Mass Choir. If you go back into our archives, he single-handedly held down all our, I think, first 5, if not 7 concerts, 16 songs apiece, and I mean, that's Kaywa. Before the rest of the world got to know him through his production and I've done some very awesome productions with him. Some unknown to the general public because they are jingles and advertising materials and stuff like. He's just so creative, just on point, just passionate about what he does, and it's a blessing to the body. And I mean, anytime I'm working with Koda and we need, you know, some extra pair of, you know, ears and stuff like that, it's Kaywa. I mean, and when I'm working with Kaywa, it's the same thing with Koda. I mean, very instrumental people in my life that God has set apart to support the work and the mission. And he's a very kind person. Kaywa is the first person to want to sow into the ministry, into what you are doing and all that. I remember giving him a lot of pressure, you know, about the calling upon his life, and I'm not surprised with what God is doing with him, you know, prophetically and all the ways that he's been a blessing. So Kaywa, it's time to celebrate you, and you know, I believe in you. Cheers.
Highly spiritual.
To talk about Kaywa, come on, I believe that he is an amazing personality, is a great guy, aside being one of the best producers Africa has produced. I remember that I went to him to produce a song for me. Then he said that, nah, this song should be recorded live. He didn't think that we should produce it from the studio, but we should record it live. And that began that whole revolution of live music that emerged when I started coming out with God Bless Me, Back for Your Mercy, and all of those songs that came out. I believe that he is one person that adds to what you take to the studio. Not many producers have that capacity. Some of them, they just as you brought it is what they can do, but Kaywa has the capacity to add to what you bring to him and take your music to another level. And I really appreciate and respect him and his work as a sound engineer and a producer. Great job he's done with the artists that he's brought up and is producing. His influence in the country and with music is impeccable.
Highly spiritual.
Yes, you're welcome back to the Christian Entertainment TV show. And like I said, the hashtag is behind the inspiration. And I want to read some of your tweets. Watching the show and I'm loving it. Kaywa has always been my man. Want to know what inspires him? Yeah, I'll ask him for you. Thank you very much. It's getting interesting, guys. Okay, thank you very much for telling people to tune in. Okay. Another one here. Okay, Kaywa on ATV now. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, Kaywa is here. Yes, Kaywa is here. Drop the things you like about Kaywa. That's what someone is saying on Twitter. Sorry. And I have some WhatsApp messages. Pamela is saying that Kaywa started his music ministry from Gateway Baptist Church. I really said First Baptist. Gateway Baptist Church, and he's our star. Okay, Pamela, Gateway Baptist Church. And I get a lot of people saying, I like your shirt. Okay, so my producer Abdullah Dubai got the shirt for me. I bought a shirt. He said, no, you have to wear this. I don't know if he's serious Santa Clausian boyfriend or something, but Abdullah Dubai says you have to wear this. So who am I? So Abdullah Dubai got this for me. Thank you very much, Abdullah. People love it. So your comments are still coming. I'll read them. I'll get time to read your comments, your questions, and everything you want me to ask Kaywa. I'll get time and I'll ask all of them for you. But aside these two musicians, Neo Kain and Kwesi Oten, I have two female musicians who also have worked with Kaywa for a while. And one of them in their testimony, you hear that she said she only met Kaywa when Kaywa came for a show in UK, and then they just clicked. You know, Kaywa said, we have to do this live, and it just clicked. And these two musicians have also one. I hear Empress Gifty is very related family wise to Kaywa, and Dinah met Kaywa through Keshotin at a program. These two musicians also have something to say about the person we are celebrating today, Kaywa. So this is Empress Gifty and Dinah Entry Hamilton. What do you have to say about Kaywa?
Dionya mitumi yeni Nasano nyumanu bini Dionya mitumi yeni Dionya mitumi yeni Osi dionya mitumi yeni Nansano nyumanu bini Otune boasio Oyeno fe. Hi, my name is Empress, and they meet me. I can have minya bema, me sofo, me producer, Kaywa, Prophet Kaywa. Where you be he has a big heart. Okoni chese okoni nini koye ejuma over time. I mean, sometimes you are not in a mood to sing, but I mean, they obey any the way they encourage you, I mean, you love to do it. I went to Kaywa studio in 2009 with Fefe, and guess what? Time me do on the crampo na minimum pressure damiso. But I mean, once I only sabi bika kana bofu, bika kana bo, but Kaywa is one amazing person. I mean, we need to celebrate him. Because oyati what the idea about him so the hunina a shame. And one thing I love about him is highly
spiritual.
Spiritual man who did was I love him. One and a young man. Omekisho said the spiritual side, only a very, very important man. And this is a man that you will love to work with 24/7, every year, every minute, every month. He's so humble. I mean, you can call him anytime. Say, I have him pet, and Kaywa will have time for you and change it. It's me book appointment, but me boomful. He's one of our biggest producers that we have in Ghana, and Ghana, Nyame Achaya, that we should appreciate him, we should celebrate him. Kaywa, I celebrate him, I salute you. Nyame won't share on your case. Your ministry will go far because of the kind of heart that you have for God. God bless you so much. Myself and my family, that is Adoya family, we say we salute you, we appreciate you. God bless you. Kaywa, deep from my heart, I love you. Empress Ministry, we love you too much, and God bless you.
Highly spiritual.
To the Pista the 31 TV show, and that is Empress Gifty. I am bloody. It's highly spiritual, and I have the man himself. He's joined us via video, via Zoom, and good evening, Kaywa. Good evening, Kaywa. Hello, good evening, Kaywa. Okay, so I think we are facing some like small technical challenges. So let's pick the video from Dinah Entry Hamilton. When we come back, Kaywa will be with us. Okay. So I have Kaywa. Hello, good evening, Kaywa.
Good evening, my brother.
How are you, Kaywa?
Charlie, by the grace of God, we're fine. How are you?
I mean, it's amazing celebrating you today on the show, and I get a lot of people saying that they love you, they love what you do, and they are praying you do more gospel, rather. They are praying you do more gospel, and also gospel again.
Oh, Mankasa. Well, it's a record label. It's a recording studio, and you see, I've always maintained that music is very expensive. Okay, and if we really want to go into,
I think the sound is not good. So I'll try. We'll try our best and work on the sounding, and I'll get back to you right now, Kaywa.
Okay.
My technical team is trying to get the sound work. So please give us a few minutes. We'll get back to you, Kaywa. So just hold on for us, Kaywa. Thank you very much. So video when we come back, we'll sort the technical issues and we'll get Kaywa on the line again.
So in 2014, when I was having my first experience in the UK, I was having a rehearsal, and then Kwesi Otin walked into the auditorium where I was having the rehearsal with a gentleman, and when we were done with the rehearsal, this gentleman, who happens to be Kaywa, approached my manager and said, there's a particular song Diana is doing that we need to record this, overdub, mix master, and put it out there. That was the first thing I ever knew about overdubbing, mixing, and a live event, having a product out of it. And the saying goes, and the rest is history. But my point is, as a result of God bringing Kaywa into Fountain Gate Tabernacle, Church of Pentecost branch, I was able to get my first live product with a good sound that he in the end mixed, mastered, did the overdubs, and he has been of a tremendous blessing to me. Right from that time, I had products upon products from him. Then I was doing my next album, Work in Progress, went through a whole lot of ups and downs with that particular song, and my manager put a call out to Kaywa, and like you know, the rest is history. He is such a great man who understands the word of God, and so when you're giving him a song, he's not just concentrating on the beat, but he's looking at the message you're trying to portray. He has a listening ear, but he's also very respectful. He understands you, and we're such a good team when we're working, whether present with him or in absentia. We're always on the phone, and he calls me superstar, and I call him prophet.
Highly spiritual.
And I am so grateful to God for your life, because you coming into my ministry gave us a new turn. And there's been Work in Progress. I mean, Uye, the worship came out, then Work in Progress, then Moniyo, then Nshira, then Wasem, and it's been back-to-back hits, and we've had great times with you. And so you are worth celebrating. You are worth celebrating, Prophet Kaywa, and I thank God for your life. You've only just begun, you know, and so God richly bless you. May he use you to be a blessing to the nations. This is just the beginning. I salute you, man of God. I salute you for the great work you're doing and the excellence with which you attach to your work. Nothing compares. God richly bless you. I salute you, I celebrate you, and I say God bless you.
Highly spiritual.
Yes, highly spiritual. So Kaywa. So we still have Kaywa on the line via Zoom. Good evening, Kaywa, again. Good evening, Kaywa.
Yes, sir. Is the line clear now?
Yeah, the line is clear now. Perfect. I can hear you.
Nice.
So Kaywa, I can see when Empress was giving a testimony about you're all over and now Dinah. I mean, it's amazing. There most people love you, and they said I should tell you, stay with us, do more gospel for us.
Your voice just went off.
Can you hear me now, Kaywa? Hello, Kaywa, can you hear me now? Hello, Kaywa, can you hear me now? Okay, so we lost KY again. Kaywa, can you hear me now? Hello, Kaywa, can you hear me now? I can hear you perfectly. Can you hear me now? Okay, so my technical team will work on this again. The always like, I will get Kaywa. We'll talk to Kaywa. Apparently, we are praying that by the end of the show, Kaywa will stop doing. Kaywa will stop doing the circular. I only do gospel. So let me some tweets. Some tweets are coming in. Okay, so David Kojoche Kaywa is on now. Yes, Kaywa needs to be celebrated. What a jam behind the inspiration is on. Thank you. The legendary Kaywa is on now. Yes, Kaywa is an inspiration to me. Okay, this Drip Boy on Twitter. He's produced most of the top gospel songs in the industry. That's what someone is also saying on Twitter. Someone is saying he's skillful. He's produced popular songs like Wasem and all of that. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, a lot of messages coming in. A lot of it. God bless you. I'm happy you are celebrating Kaywa. Okay, let me go to Facebook and read some Facebook messages. Yes, Obi that is it. A Hope concert on the 1st of May. Yes, Hope concert on the 1st of May. I will talk about it before I leave here today. And a lot of people talking about. Like I said, we are number 10 on Twitter now. Behind the inspiration, that's the hashtag. So just send your comments. I'll read them for you. I have some here. It's getting interesting, guys. Tune into and listening to Kaywa. Okay. Kaywa is in the building. Yes, Kaywa is in the building. I just spoke with Kaywa, and my technical team is just working on the lines again. We'll get Kaywa again, and we'll talk to Kaywa. Yes. Drop what you like about Kaywa. A lot of people love Kaywa for things like hello Ni and good evening. For me, I see Kaywa to be one of the greatest of our time. Ni, please, how do I get in touch with you? I want to discuss some issues with you. You mean Kaywa? Okay, highly spiritual. My name is Intermediary 5. Hey, assembly grade. Intermediary 5, okay. Don't worry. I'll get Kaywa for you. Kaywa has been doing his most for the gospel industry. Much awaited show is on now. Kaywa is an inspiration to us. Kaywa has always got a different style of fashion. Okay. And someone says I should ask Kaywa why he's a prophet or a man of God, why he still produces the secular musicians. I'll ask Kaywa. And Kaywa has an interesting view about gospel music. He said we should call it Christian music, not gospel music. Okay, I have some WhatsApp message. Kaywa needs to join gospel for good. That's what someone is saying. Okay, perfect. Anyway, so send your WhatsApp messages to 054976752113. 0549752113. Kaywa got all these hits in his bag. Wow, yes, he got all. And you see, like I told you, the amazing one is that he did Elohim. He wrote Elohim by emoji. Kaywa, can you hear me now?
I can hear you clearly.
Perfect, Kaywa. I don't know what I will talk about.
Charlie can say Kaywa. I hear your people are giving me fire from the back.
Charlie, but people are saying that stop that and do gospel music only, Kaywa.
Of course, I mean, I hear that every time. You know, I've been producing music for 21 years.
Yes.
And throughout these times, I hear this every day, every time, every moment. If you are on assignment, your assignment, your purpose is to please Jesus, is to please your Maker. You don't hear what ears are saying. Jesus was on an assignment, and the Pharisees said, "Stop mingling around the tax collectors, the prostitutes. Stop doing all that, because the only way we can identify with you is when you are in church, you are in the synagogue, you smell like us, you talk like us, you behave like us. That is the only way." But you see, this journey, everybody has an assignment and a task. I am called to transform lives in the music industry. The only way I can do that is to be around them. Paul says something, "I become all things to all men, that I may by all means win some." It's a huge, maybe where I am, some people cannot be there. I understand. Because we are all not called into the same domain. But I tell you, the calling is into the world. The calling is not into the church. It baffles me when I realize that the Christian community is always looking for you to smell, talk, think, behave like them before they accept you. Yes, you understand. But my yardstick is not Moses. My yardstick is not Elisha. My yardstick is not a pastor in a certain church somewhere. My yardstick has always been Jesus. Where was he found?
So you still produce them?
Listen, my point is that you don't know how many I have produced and how many I have touched. The purpose is to touch lives.
Okay.
So when I tell you that my studio is open to all, come. By the time we are done with the production, you would have been affected by Jesus.
Wow.
I have a lot of testimonies to prove. I have lives who have come to Christ. Now, let's underline this. The problem of the believer of the church today is that we think that secular music is evil.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, we have to be able to. This one's a big topic.
It's a big topic.
Yeah. Well, bro, it's a big topic. There's gospel music, there's secular music. There's worldly music. Secular and worldly are different. Okay?
Yeah.
Worldly is when it doesn't please God, it propagates or it pushes people, like I'm telling people to go and do this, go and do this. But there are some great secular music.
Marriages are being healed by very, very decent and beautiful love songs. Okay? So we have to strike the difference, and so we can move from there. Gospel music is entirely speaking or talking or singing about Christ.
The resurrection and what it has done for mankind today. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you clearly.
Yes. So it would also go a long way to let you know that there are many music or many gospel music we call gospel, which is not gospel. They are only Christian music.
But Kaywa, you started from the church. From the research. Yeah, from the research we can see Harbour City and all of that. You started from the church, and we know you have the gift of prophecy, and you are still in the church. But with like you are saying, how the perception of Ghanaians, how do they see you when you prophesy? Because a Ghanaian is expecting a prophet to be, very sanctimonious, very spiritual, but they come and even you sign a secular artist, you didn't sign a gospel artist.
My record label, I have a record label.
Yeah.
That has signed secular artists and signed gospel artists. So it's a label working on its own. You understand?
So it's business.
I am a music, yes. I'm a music producer and sound engineer. That is my work.
Okay.
But in ministry, I am a prophet. In ministry, I am called for the world. In ministry, I am called to transform lives. Okay?
Perfect.
And that's what I'm saying. What I say every time is that we ought to apply what is called results. Has it proven to give me great results? Yes. A lot of people, I've met drunkards, I've met people who wanted to commit suicide, people who have even met dead people before. I've met people who have, communicated negatively against the Christian faith, who have come to Christ because they said, if it had been so and so man of God, they wouldn't have accepted it.
And that's the most important aim as Christians.
Exactly. But because you this is what some of them say, because you preach Christ to us and you were so relevant to us, we have Christ now. There are many people who are seated in church today who were one not in church, but they actually came to. I have a beautiful one. There's a young man who came into the recording studio to record with his boss. And now, fast forward,
I saw something spiritually concerning what he had done, because he was so excited to have met his man. And so he took the man to meet some juju man. And then the juju man did something for him so that he could like focus his whole attention on the boy and nobody else. But he didn't have the understanding that there were other things that were taken from the man spiritually. So by prophetic insight, I caught it, and I spoke to the young man. I spoke to the boss. You understand? At the time, he didn't. The young man denied and denied. But after there were signs, the young man now came to confess. And after confession, he accepted Christ.
Wow.
As I'm talking to you, he's in church.
We bless God.
He's in Christ.
We bless God.
That's the kingdom business.
Yes.
There's church business and kingdom business. Because you see, today we rally around church. There are many people in church who have no relationship with Jesus. Yet they say we are with Jesus.
Yeah.
There was after Jesus died, there were two gentlemen who were on their way to Emmaus, and they met Jesus. And Jesus, they were talking, and they were like talking in favor of Jesus because they were so angry that they had crucified Jesus. And the young men were like angry and talking. Then they met Jesus. And then Jesus said, "Why are you guys speaking in such a manner and you're so sad? What is happening?" And the guys, one called Kaywa, said, "Listen, don't you know what is happening now? Haven't you heard?" He was looking straight into the eyes of Jesus.
Yeah.
"Haven't you heard the young man who was crucified, who did nothing wrong, who had an assignment, blah blah, to come and save the Lord, blah blah? Don't you know he was actually telling Jesus that you have no idea what is going on?" The young man was looking in the face of Jesus. He had no tendency to decode that this is Jesus, the one I'm even trying to support. There are many people in church today, we lift our hands and we say thank you, we lift our hands and we worship, but we don't know Jesus. Paul said that I may know him and the power of his resurrection. There's something about knowing Jesus. When you know Jesus, you will discover him. You will discover his statutes. You discover what pleases him, what he wants and what he doesn't want. Primarily, Jesus came to this earth not to give us food. Jesus came not to separate us, but Jesus came to take something that the rich, the poor, the hungry, everybody is suffering. That is sin. So Jesus was presently here because he had to take away sin. So if you are for Christ and you have been bought with the same blood, your assignment is to preach and let go into the world. That was the last word of Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is a vast topic. I have gone through it for 20 years.
I think I have to go another one, so we talk about. But come on,
you can see somewhere and condemn. You can see somewhere and say all one of things.
But come on. I get a lot of artists. You know, initially when I was working with you on this Destiny Nation project, I get a lot of artists come to you and they say, you know, if they come to you, then they get hit. If they come to you, then they get hit. And you know, I have some conversation with some of the artists. You know, I showed 4 artists. So one of the lady artists, he said, "Charlie, I went to Kaywa. I've gotten an award, and you know, like, is there something behind your production that makes everybody comes, and when it comes by, it's a hit?"
Honestly, I should be very frank with you. Honestly, I'm called to do what I do. All right. From when I was very little, there was a prophecy that came concerning me doing what I'm doing today. And so that's why, and there was also a prophecy, even when I was in the womb of my mother, that he would be a prophet, he would change destiny, he would turn circumstances around. And he is called for a certain assignment, and the assignment will come to. I mean, there was a lot of prophets, not by one prophet, but many people prophesied it. So what I do as a music producer is divine. Anytime I get on the music or I get to produce any music, I dedicate it to God. And I say that, Lord, let this bless lives out there. The only way music can bless lives is when it becomes a big song.
Because one is big and is everywhere, lives will hear it and will run to him. You understand? And so for gospel music, I've always maintained, asking the hand and the favor, the presence, and that which contains him into it. And it has always worked. So it is not me. I will not sit here and say I have a certain skill. In fact, I am not the best keyboard player. I'm not the best sound engineer. But I believe that God has given me.
So come on, you play keyboard, you play drums, you play the guitar.
Well, back in secondary school, I used to play almost everything: keyboard, drums, guitar, trumpet, saxophone.
Wow!
It's because anytime I lay my hand on the instrument, I don't get anybody to teach me before I realize I'm playing it. So, for instance, the keyboard, I saw a little girl playing the keyboard, and I said, I will play this thing. In the next 4 or 5 days, I'm playing.
You're playing.
Okay. Yeah. So I learn from people. I listen, I play. I listen, I play. You understand? But it's only the grace and the mercy of God that can bring it to this. It is not by might.
Okay, Kaywa, we don't have enough time. So today we just wanted to celebrate you. I would love that another time. I want us to talk about Christian music, gospel music. I know you have a view about that. Christian music, gospel music. Another time I'll call you in the studio where we will discuss what you believe.
One area I'm championing. I know that at the end of the day.
Yes. So one day I'll call you to the studio. We'll try and understand those two concepts well.
Yes.
But today we're just celebrating your work you've done for the industry. Gospel musicians are grateful. The gospel industry is grateful that you've been giving us this song. And you brought a different wave of music, a different, let me say, genre of music, because those times gospel was kind of high life, and you started this Aseda by Ohima Mercy, came to like an Afrobeat kind of gospel. And the gospel industry is so grateful to have you, and we are praying.
I can explain that purpose.
Okay, explain quickly for me.
Because I think that on social media, on Instagram, I said, the purpose was to get the very young ones and even lovers of Afrobeat to begin to appreciate gospel music in that area.
Nice one. And it's working.
You understand? By the grace of God, again, it's not by the power of man.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Kaywa, your final words to everybody.
Well, final words, strong. Once you are bought with the precious blood of Jesus, the requirement is that you share Christ with anybody and everybody you meet. Stop being in your comfort zone. Stop sitting in church. Stop warming pews. Stop warming chairs and think that is all there is to the kingdom business. Start going out. Jesus traveled for miles. Sometimes leave your comfort zone. Go out there. Preach the word. Go out there. Let souls know that indeed there is God. Because indeed we are living in the last days. Okay? And in these last days, we are supposed to bring people to the saving knowledge of Christ. However you find yourself doing it, please do it. And for those of us who are very fond of criticizing and not doing anything, go on criticizing. But I want to encourage you that find a place to do that which pleases Jesus. And that is winning souls. Bible says that when a soul is won, heaven rejoices. It is not when men are worshipping or lifting worship songs here. I'm not saying worship songs are bad, but originally, primarily, what makes heaven rejoice is when the lost are found. And so let's do the master's work. Let's go about doing that. In my little quote and my little way, I'm doing it. Let us all go out there and preach the word.
Thank you very much.
And of course, Kaywa as a producer, look for me.
How about you, Chad? Someone said that you have. How about you, Chad?
0619.
How about you, Chad?
Get in touch. Let's produce good.
No, wait. How about you, Chad? Rage.
You know that. Let me be very frank with you. I don't have a fixed charge.
Oh, okay.
You know why?
Because
there are some gospel artists I produce for free.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I believe that that's also when you come and your message is about Christ. I know that one I can push more. Sometimes I do agree. Sometimes, and I should be very honest with you. There are some gospel artists out there who have supported me immensely.
Okay.
What is her name? Dinah Hamilton is one.
Okay, perfect.
I'm so guilty of saying, they sometimes come and give you money when they have not worked with you.
So your number again, you are giving out your numbers. Your number.
Yeah, 05439. Please, it's business only.
Yeah, 05439.
39000619.
Thank you very much, Kaywa. Thank you very much for joining us. Yes, so that is David Che, popularly known as Kaywa. We celebrated him today on the show, and we're grateful for all those who put this together. Paula Zuma, Kwesido edited my videos for me, great production. Abna Dubai, my producer. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mustafa. Thank you very much, Dela. My executive producer is here, Gloria Ofori. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, all those watching us. We're trending number 7 on Twitter. Thank you very much for everyone who tweeted. My name is Dino, and I'm signing out with this song, Dinah Hamilton, Wasem. We'll meet next week.
Just one word is all I need. And to bet you want a term, just one word is all I need. Your word is a yes and amen. Your words are true, you never lie. Whatever you say shall come to pass. What's every other voice, so yeah. It's an opinion, they can have it. And now what do you it? Every other voice, so yeah. It's an opinion, they can have it. And now what do you your voice, mountains move when you roar, the dead will rise when you speak life. Wasem Yankwa, every other voice, so yeah, it's an opinion, they can have it. Eradicaso.